Hello, everybody. Today, I'm going to introduce a very special old coin in the United States. It's called a trade dollar. I got this coin recently in before the New Year. It was, as you can see, from 1880. Briefly introduce the background of trade dollar. Trade dollar is a very special coin, and it is used for the Western world to import goods and food from China or Japan for like those Eastern countries. Those something like tea leaves or the other like manufactured stuff. Now during the 18th century and 19th century, the whole China does use silver nuggets for daily trading. Yet it is based on weight, and the purity of those silver nuggets is various. Someone might bite the corner of the silver nugget, and someone may try to hide a little bit of weight. So the Chinese at that moment use their own personal method to distinguish the purity of the silver nugget and the weight and try to make sure if those are genuine or fake silver nugget. But later, when trader dollar came into China, that for the Western countries to buy goods from China, it is very popular, especially in those harbor city, because those coins, as you can see, they are fixed pattern, fixed weight, and the style is all fixed. So you basically understand how much silver is contained in each coin, and there's no such thing that you have to think about this is a fake coin or real coin. Uh, Sometimes people do think it is as a habit, make sure this is real silver. For those, there are many countries actually minted those coins. The most famous one and the earliest generation that possibly in the 18th century, early 18th century, is called Spanish dollar. It is mainly minted in Spanish colonies in South America, because in that area there are many rich silver mining. Um, as you can see later, a century later, so the next popular trade coin, which is at that moment most East Asian people are familiar those coins. They are called a Mexican Eagle silver coin. There are many. I don't have any yet. There are still a lot of in the market right now between those among those collectors. It is very popular in the late 19th century and early 20th century, um, and you can tell from those early movies, all the when if you know your great grandfather or grandfather is still alive, they will tell you how they actually used to use those silver coin. They call them in Chinese yin yuan. But there's I find a sample of Mexican coin here, silver coin here. There's a thing. It's called chop mark. So for those merchandise, they um, when they collect those coins, they at a moment they still have the habits and make sure the coin belongs to themselves. What happened? They will using whatever tools to they call chop marks to mint their own name, their surname on the coin. Make sure the coin is real and from their family. So I got from Wikipedia, as you can see here. This is the Mexican Eagle silver coin, front and back. As you can see, right now in the market, if you find those antique coins, a lot of them have those character, those called chop mark character, each one that represent that person who maybe his name or his whatever family signs, and they just minted. They just not mint. They just curve on the coins, and then you will have those characters. So for collectors to find a traded dollar that without those chop mark is kind of rare at this moment. Although the coin itself is not that rare. Now here comes to the 1873. United States think about this and say, hey, United States had a history of mint silver coin for a while. Although in early age, like 18th century, those silver coins are more like the City Liberty or even earlier. Those silver coins are for domestic circulation. But they thought about this too. So the major target is the Chinese market, and that is why they also passed a law. I think it's called the Coinage Act of 1873. They start to manufacture or mint those coins as what I have right now called a trade coin. Uh, and it is the same thing. For trade coins, it is possible you will see the chop mark as well. So here is the case outline that you can see. This is the United States trade coin for East Asia. But again, you can see those characters. That means the local people at the moment, they think they want to do something on the coin to make sure the coin belongs to them. This is the basic background of the trade coin, which existed between 1873 to 1885. I'm talking about the U.S. trade coin. For Mexico trade coin or Spanish trade coin, which could be 100 years earlier. And the United States later have minted the famous one, the Morgan silver dollar, which from 1878 to 1904. And later, after a couple of years, another year, I forgot which year, they also have a peace dollar. I think it's around 1920. So, since we're talking about the U.S. trade dollar for now, let's take a look. Because I got this from an auction, so I don't want to show the bar number of the auction. So what do we have here? This is the trade called trade dollar. As you can see, there is a lady sit. There's a lady sit on the top of the goods. You can see it's like a box, and on the back of the her, that's the wheat, and her right hand holding an olive branch. Look at the direction she's facing. She's facing to the east. Now, she's facing to the left side. She's sitting there and facing left side. I give the olive branch. The reason is if you think you are in the North America, the left side is the Pacific Ocean. And the left side of the Pacific Ocean is the East Asia. And that is why she's facing the left side, which is the East Asia. And there are, again, just like the previous version, the City Liberty coin, silver coin, they have 13 stars, which means the early 13 states. Although it has been United States for like since like it's been many years after independence, but they still have habits to show this is 13 states. The distance between 13 states is slightly different. If you notice where the olive tree branch located, it's much wider, but they still make sure it is 13 stars. And this is the camel, so which means this coin is pretty mirror-like, and that there's no chop mark, which is the thing that I like most. And 1880 is not a rare year, but in general, quality is pretty good. Now, let's look at the back of the coin. It's an eagle, right? This eagle is required by law at the moment. Every silver coin on the back of their coin, there's an eagle. Different style, but yeah. And the eagle has holding those arrows. Let's look, see if I can make it clear. Yeah. They have 420. Yeah, that's the number 420 grand. That is about 27 gram weight for this coin, and 900 fine means 90% of silver and 10% of copper, and clearly said a trade dollar. Now this mint, I think it's minted from the Philadelphia mint, so there's nothing printed here. If it is from Carson City, you may see CC, a small double C underneath the between the grand and the trade dollar underneath the silver. So this coin is pretty nice looking. I spent like a couple of $1,000 for this, and as a historical witness how traded dollar is designed specifically for the Western country to trade the goods with the East Asia, especially China. So here we're talking about this coin. It's as you can see this from the one thing I like it is the eagle. Each feather is pretty clear. There's a little bit spot, I think, here underneath the eagle. It's not very clear from the video, but yeah. But in general, this is a very good coin. They don't have chop mark, and very camel mirror-ish. So very nice, very nice. That's why I want to introduce this coin. All right, thank you very much for looking. Bye.